Hello my dear students, this is Akash SD. Welcome to the ASD physics classes. Hope so you all are doing very good. So students, in this video we are going to solve the question from the chapter thermodynamics. Okay, so let's go through the question. So the question is, a thermodynamic system is taken through the cycle abcda. The work done by the gas along the path BC is how much here? So gas means here which kind of gas is there? Ideal gas is there. So here this is P, this is V is there. P means pressure, V is the volume. And here you can see which kind of process is there? Cyclic process. A, B, C, D, A. Okay. So here they are asking during which path? BC path. So if you will see very well, from B to C at point B, what is the volume? 400. At point C, what is the volume? 400. That means volume is changing. Volume is not changing during the path BC. So when the volume is not changing, how to calculate the work done? So for that, remember that here students, we should know the basic formula. The basic formula to calculate the work done is what? W equal to integration P into dV, and here the volume will change from initial volume to the final volume. Okay, this formula of the work done by the gas, work done by the gas will be positive, on the gas will be negative. Okay, by the gas means what will happen? When the volume will increase, by the gas. When the volume will decrease, on the gas. Okay, so this is the general formula. If I write this formula for, let's take for example, isobaric process. Okay, in isobaric process, what happens? The pressure used to be constant. Okay, so what will be there in this process, students? I am just telling the very basic answer. We can get very easily, but the basic pressure used to be the constant. So when the pressure is constant, we can write the formula work done P into delta V or mu R delta T. This formula we will apply when what is constant? Pressure is constant. Second formula I will tell you, isothermal process. Which one? Isothermal process. What is constant here? In this, temperature will be constant. In this process, the formula will be this one, work done mu RT log base E. We can write Vf by Vi. Okay, or if you wish, you can write mu RT log base E, and what we can write here? Pi by Pf. Okay, here Boyle's law will be valid, PV will be constant. Here we can write Pi Vi equal to Pf Vf. From there we are writing. Now if we talk about here isochoric process. Which process? Isochoric process. In this process, what will be there, students? Volume will be constant. Volume will be constant. So remember that here, if the volume is constant, here dV is there, na change in volume. So remember that if the volume is constant, what will be there? The work done by the gas will be 0. Is it? Now you can understand very well. If we talk about here B to C, what is happening here? Volume is constant. Okay, volume is constant. So when the volume is constant, what will happen? This is which process? Isochoric process. And what is the answer? Answer will be 0. Definitely, easy question. But here if we talk some other basics and all, let's take for example, if this is adiabatic process, now understand the basics, that is always important. Adiabatic process. In adiabatic process, what will be there? The heat cannot exchange between system and surrounding. That means what will be there? The heat of the system will be constant. Okay, heat of the system will be constant, or adiabatic process will be fast process. Isothermal process, very slow process. So in this situation, remember the formula. Formula used to be, see I am writing here, mu RT by gamma minus 1. This used to be the initial temperature minus final temperature. Okay, this thing remember that here. Gamma value is used to be always greater than 1. Monatomic gas 5 by 3, diatomic gas 7 by 5, like that. Okay, so these are the processes are there. If I talk about one more is there, one is the polytropic process. Which process? Polytropic process. Polytropic process. Okay, so polytropic process means any process, any process. That means we can tell one general formula. So for that, what is the general formula? What will be there? W equal to like this, mu RT by x minus 1, and here also we can write here this Ti minus Tf. Okay, and if I write here the equation, so isobaric I told P constant, isothermal temperature constant, isochoric process volume constant, adiabatic process, and here one more formula used to be there, this PV gamma constant. What is this here? The equation will be PV gamma constant, and here it will be PV power x constant. Okay, PV power x constant. Okay, so all these processes are there. Is it, students? And even if you see isothermal process, in isothermal process what will be there? This PV will be constant. If I write here isothermal process, what will be there? The PV will be constant. Okay, PV will be constant here. Is it? And if I go little bit more detail also, so see here the some values are there. X equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to gamma, x equal to infinite. Now you think when x equal to 0, pressure constant, that means this is isobaric process. Okay. If I write x equal to 1, so for x equal to 1, what will become? PV constant, and that is what isothermal process, but x equal to 1 means 1 minus 1 0, this will become invalid. X equal to 1, we can't use it in polytropic process, we have to directly use this formula here. Okay. If I talk about x equal to gamma, this will be which process? Adiabatic process, adiabatic. And if I talk about x equal to infinity, it will become here isochoric process. Okay, isochoric process. So students, kindly see very well, is it? So for this question, which process is there? Isochoric process is there, volume is constant, and work done how much here? 0, and we have got the answer option A. So students, I hope so this question in which we have learned number of processes and their work done and all that. Is it? Basic is important. Okay, keep studying, keep growing.